Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on this Friday. I'm Karen Fuller in for Journey Taylor. Here's a look at what's coming up on THV 11 News at noon. New details on a tragedy at a college campus in the Czech Republic. A mass shooting in Prague leaves more than a dozen people killed, many others hurt. See why the rare crime in Europe is elevating concerns by American authorities. And ahead of next year's election in November, groups in Arkansas are working to get proposals on the ballot. Among them, one group hoping to change education in the state. And if you're on the fence about whether to adopt a four-legged friend, a Sherwood Animal Shelter will let you take one home today for free. First, let's check in with meteorologist Scott Covert.
Hey Karen, it is certainly shaping up to be a mild day for many of us, and some of us actually seeing some rain here at the lunch hour. Not everyone has seen the showers today, not everyone will, but certainly folks south of the metro seeing a better coverage here this morning into the afternoon. You notice, broadly speaking, most of it showing up in like that green color. Well, that tells us a lot of this rain is lighter, and that also means it's not going to amount to much, certainly not as much as we need. Nonetheless, we'll take a closer look here into Star City, Pine Bluff, Sheridan. We've got those rain showers falling. Where are they headed? Off to the east-northeast. So folks in Stuttgart, DeWitt, Dumas, McGee, you're going to see some rain. Looks like Monticello probably is going to see a couple of showers here this afternoon as well. Fordyce, you've got some showers passing through. Temperature-wise, we're somewhat mild out there. 58 right now in Little Rock, 59 your high temperature right now in Pine Bluff. We've got 60s in southern Arkansas. I think many of us will make it into the 60s before it's all said and done. Under a mostly cloudy sky, that wind today out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. In fact, your 7-day forecast coming up here in about 12 minutes. Here's what you're going to find in that forecast. We're going to take a look at what Santa's going to be dealing with as he flies through Arkansas coming up this weekend. It looks like he's going to be dodging a few rounds of showers, maybe even some thunderstorms. And then after he departs us, heading back to the North Pole, he's going to give us some cooler temperatures. We'll take a look at just how cool it gets after this system leaves here coming up in just a few minutes.
The news at noon begins with a terrifying start to the Christmas holiday weekend in the Czech Republic. At last check, 14 people are dead, dozens more hurt. And authorities say a college student opened fire on a campus Thursday in what is a rare type of crime in Europe. As Holly Williams reports, it happened at a university that's also popular with Americans and other foreign students.
The gunman targeted Charles University, an institution nearly 700 years old, where authorities say the 24-year-old attacker was a student. Video on social media appears to show him firing from a balcony. Police believe he killed his own father first and say he's a suspect in 2 other deaths this month, including a 2-month-old baby. Some fled the scene on foot through the heart of historic Prague, the Czech Republic's capital. Others took cover wherever they could. Armed police moved in. They've now confirmed the gunman killed himself.
I started hearing these strange metallic banging noises.
That was gunfire, presumably.
That was gunfire, yeah. That was he opened fire basically within seconds of me entering the building.
David Vichnar is a professor at Charles University and told us he was trapped in an elevator during the shooting and later evacuated.
We walked down the two flights of stairs, which I hate to say were blood splattered by that point. There was blood smeared on the walls.
Police say they have unconfirmed information from a social media account that the shooting may have been inspired by a similar incident in Russia during the fall.
Holly Williams, CBS News, London.
Developing now, Governor Sanders is responding to a request by the Arkansas Board of Corrections to allow more than 100 members of the Arkansas National Guard to assist understaffed prisons. Board Chairman Benny Magnus sent a letter to Governor Sanders asking for 138 National Guard members to temporarily help out, saying staffing issues are a main reason why the board is unable to fulfill the governor's own request for more prison beds. And now THV 11 is learning the governor has issued a response to Chairman Magnus. In a statement, the governor says, quote, "It is obvious from a review of historical data that you are more interested in engaging in these public political stunts than you are in doing your actual job," end quote. The governor goes on to say she wants Magnus to step down as board chair, saying, quote, "With that in mind, it is at this time that I must call for your immediate resignation." THV 11 is following this developing story. We'll keep you updated on air and online at thv11.com. Ahead of the November election next year, groups in Arkansas are trying to get proposals on the ballot. And one such group turned out at the state capitol Thursday, pushing to change education in Arkansas, announcing their proposal. Members of the group, called For Our Kids, say they want to address items that the LEARNS Act did not. Those include pre-K, special education, students living in poverty, and after-school and summer programs. The group has submitted its ballot proposal to Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin. If approved, they will begin collecting signatures.
These things are going to change the future of Arkansas. Yes. What we do now with 3-year-olds will make a difference in 8th grade and graduation and when they go to college.
THV 11 asked the governor for a comment, and in a statement, a spokesperson for the governor says, quote, "The status quo had been failing Arkansans for way too long. The governor is proud to have enacted transformation and reforms to give every kid in Arkansas access to a quality education and a lifetime of opportunity. It's sad that there are some who do not want to give our kids every opportunity to succeed." In a THV 11 update, the Seline County Board of Trustees has chosen the next director of the county's library system. They unanimously agreed on Lee Espy as the new director. She'll assume the role January 1st. Espy has been with the system since 2010, serving multiple roles, including library manager. The Seline County system has branches in Benton and Bryant and is planning to open a third in East End early next year. This all comes after the previous director, Patty Hector, was relieved of her duties. A new state law handed over responsibility of library personnel decisions to county judges. Saline County Judge Matt Brumley and the Quorum Court elected to remove Hector after she chose not to comply with their requests regarding the library's children's books section. In Sherwood, now is the perfect time to head over to the new animal shelter to find a furry friend. They have received a donation that covers the application fee, so you can find that pet at no cost. The shelter says there are several pets ready to be adopted right now.
We currently have 17 animals residing in the shelter. Some have been here a really long time. We have one that goes by the name of Hash Brown currently, and he's been here for 14 months.
If you're interested in adopting one of the pets, all you have to do is stop by the shelter on North Hills Boulevard. And again, that $45 application fee is waived. You can take the pet home today. The Little Rock Compassion Center is hosting a Christmas event for the homeless and anyone in need. Today through Tuesday, they'll be offering traditional holiday dinners, including deep-fried turkeys, ham, and potatoes. The meals are to be served at noon and 4:30 each day at the main dining area on West Roosevelt Street. And they'll also be giving out warm winter clothing and personal hygiene kits. If you would like to support the cause, the center is accepting donations of food, clothing, and hygiene items. You can also visit their website here on your screen, lrcompassioncenter.org, to find out some more information. Finally, after months of anticipation, a brand new Topgolf location is now open in Little Rock. The new golf entertainment spot is along I-430 at Colonel Glenn. It's the second Topgolf in Arkansas. You'll find 72 outdoor climate-controlled hitting bays on 2 levels. The new location also brought with it about 300 jobs. Our own Ian Russell was there for the grand opening today. He'll give us a preview of the new facility tonight on THV 11 at 5. This is sadly the season for sneezing and coughing, and if you're bringing home this holiday staple, it could be a culprit too. Coming up, ways to prevent what's known as Christmas tree syndrome. Scott?
Rain for some across Arkansas here this afternoon. Dry right now in downtown Little Rock. We'll take a look at the weekend forecast, when you need the rain gear, and the latest on our Christmas Day weather. All that and more coming up in your 7-Day.